Welcome to Wednesday night Vespers. As we prepare our hearts and minds for this time, let us take 3 deep, calming breaths together. Come thou fount of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy praise. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call forth songs of loudest praise. Teach me some melodious sonnet, sung by flaming tongues above. Praise the mount I'm fixed upon it, mount of thy redeeming love. Psalm 37, starting at verse 18. The days of the blameless are known to the Lord, and their inheritance will endure forever. In times of disaster they will not wither. In days of famine they will enjoy plenty. But the wicked still perish. The Lord's enemies will be like the beauty of the fields. They will vanish like smoke. The wicked will borrow and do not repay, but the righteous give generously. Because the Lord blesses those who will inherit the land, but those he curses will be cut off. If the Lord delights in anyone's way, he makes his steps firm. Though he stumble, he will not fall, for the Lord upholds him with his hand. I was young and am now old, yet I have never seen the righteous forsaken, or their children begging bread. They are always generous and lend freely, and their children will be blessed. A reading from the beginning of Mark chapter 8. During those days, another large crowd gathered. Since they had nothing to eat, Jesus called his disciples to him and said, I have compassion for these people, and they have already been with me for 3 days and have nothing to eat. If I send them home hungry, they will collapse on the way, because some of them have come from a long distance. The disciple answered, But where in this remote place can anyone get enough bread to feed them? How many loaves do you have? Jesus asked. 7, they replied. He told the crowd to sit down on the ground, and when he had taken the 7 loaves and given thanks, he broke them and gave them to his disciples to set before the people, and they did so. They had a few small fish as well, and he gave thanks for them also and told the disciples to distribute them. The people ate and were satisfied. Afterward, the disciples picked up 7 basketfuls of broken pieces that were left over. About 4,000 men were present. And having sent them away, he got into a boat with his disciples and went to the region of Dalmanutha. The Pharisees came and began to question Jesus. To test him, they asked him for a sign from heaven. He sighed deeply and said, Why does this generation ask for a miraculous sign? I tell you the truth, no sign will be given to you. Then he left them and got back into the boat and crossed to the other side. Thank you for joining me for Vespers tonight. I have loved this time together. Now, let us end in prayer by repeating after me. Dear God, thank you for this day. Watch over me as I sleep and help me to be your child tomorrow. In your name we pray. Amen. Sleep tight, friends.